Hi, powerful leaders. This episode is from a live training that I do weekly inside my Facebook group called the Powerful Female Coaches and Leaders Community. Feel free to join us inside the group so I can get to know you better and I can answer any questions you might have. I just love the live interaction, answering to your question, listening to your stories. There is so much power in connecting in a deeper way, and I really hope you do take this invitation. The way I edit these episodes is really to give you all the value, but if you want to have the live interaction, ask any questions, and get them answered by me, please join us in the Powerful Female Coaches and Leaders community. I can't wait to see you there, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Welcome to the Powerful Female Leaders Podcast. I'm your host, Anna Patricia Bourgeois, certified business coach. I am here to help you up-level, generate consistent wealth, increase your confidence, attract dream clients, and master your mindset so that you can fully own your power and achieve next-level results in your online business and beyond. Every week, a powerful conversation will take place with amazing guests, or I'll share from my experience to help inspire you to start and scale the business of your dreams while being powerfully you. The time has come to stop playing small, stop hiding, and stop waiting. Now is the perfect time for you to passionately pursue your heart's desire as the powerful leader you were born to be. Are you ready? Let's do this. Today's topic is about the 6 ways that you're making sales harder than need be, okay? These are the things that I've experienced, my clients have experienced, and I'm like, maybe I should do a live stream about this, because maybe you're doing these things and you're maybe not even aware about them. So this is gonna help you be like, okay, this is what I'm doing. Here's why I should change it. And yeah, I'm excited to share. So the first thing you might be doing right now is you're tensing up and your energy is shifting when you get an objection. And you're like, oh my gosh, and you start to freak out and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the end. They're gonna say no, I'm doing a bad job. And then you start to spiral in your head, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm a failure. I can't handle this objection. What am I gonna say? What do I do? Like, who's not been there, honestly? Like, we've all been there. And here's the thing I want you to understand is that it's not actually about managing the objection or trying to convince that their objection is not an objection. And, it's really about understanding where the person is coming from. And it's truly about communicating, because they're trying to tell you, right? They're telling you, here's what's going on for me. Here's what's happening and why I can go forward with this, right? So it's really you about really actively listening for their needs and what type of support and guidance they might need and offering that guidance, right? So I never, ever, ever, ever tell people to convince and to try to hard close the sale. It's just about having a conversation. And if the person actually feels that you're there to help them and guide them through it, they're going to be 10 times much more open to learning more about what you have to say. I don't want you, the next time you get an objection, take a deep breath. Don't freak out. This is actually the fun part. I actually love getting objections now. I'm like, oh, I love this. This is fun. How can I support this person through this objection? How can I truly be there, hold this space, and reflect back to them what I'm hearing, what I'm sensing, what's happening? How can I support them through that? And really, it's all about truly forgetting your own needs, forgetting what you want in the moment. It's really about them, what they're going through. What can you do to help them in that moment? So let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if you resonate. The second thing is you actually start coaching on the call.
I've also been there. We think that we have to give them some type of experience or teach them something on the call. Let me know if this resonates. Let me know if you've ever done this before on a call and you start to coach or you start to teach. But a sales call is all about, showing them the value in working with you. Because you already know you're amazing. You already know your offer is the bomb. You already know that, if they sign up for this, it's going to change their life. Like that's the energy we want to have, right? So we actually give value through sharing with the person what's going to happen in their life if they say yes. Because turns out maybe they're not even aware that they need some type of like step or framework or modality or mindset shift. Like maybe they're not even aware of it. So if you share with them what your processes look like, what your clients go through in their processes, they're going to be like, oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about this, right? So we're not teaching, we're not coaching, we're just sharing the information. And in that information, there's so much value. Plus, the downside to trying to teach or coach is that the person will feel like, oh, my problem is fixed. I don't need any more help. I don't need to buy this offer. She already helped me. I already know what to do, right? So there's a fine line. There's a fine line between the two. So the third sign is that you think sales is all about convincing people rather than offering, like I was saying. So I want you to really, really tap into that confident, like, I don't know if it's helpful for you to like create an alter ego or like something to put you in that instant mood of like, hell yeah, I got this. Like people want what I have to offer. Like, I know it's amazing. Like that's really the mindset. We gotta like really get into the habit of being when we have these conversations, because if we start, already expecting the no, already expecting the objections, already expecting it's gonna be hard, already expecting it's gonna drag on or whatever it is, then our energy is gonna be, okay, and people will feel it. So the fourth thing is that you're secretly feeling inside that your prices are too high, right? So you're like, will they buy this? And then you're trying to keep it cool, right? You're like, I'm gonna keep it cool. I'm gonna put my confidence face on instead of really addressing this. Because if energetically you feel like your pricings are not either too low or either too high, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to actually be confident in offering that offer, right? So first things first, you gotta make sure that your pricing, you're behind it. You're behind the pricing energetically. It makes all the difference when you're 100% confident in what you have to offer and what the price is, and that you can say the price and not tremble and not be like, oh my gosh, and like you just feel good saying it. And if you need to practice it in front of a mirror, practice it in front of a mirror. Okay. So yeah, just trust yourself, trust your genius, trust your offerings, trust your prices, trust the people, trust life, trust everything. Everything you do, it's working out. And as long as you can get behind it, it's going to be amazing. Sign number 5. So you start to worry. And I've done this before too. You start to worry about the things that could potentially happen, right? You're like, oh my gosh, they're not going to get the results. I'm not going to be able to deliver. It's going to be overwhelming. They're going to change their mind. They're going to say no. They're going to want refunds. They're going to complain. And like, we spiral down, imagining all the worst case scenarios. We're just human, right? It happens sometimes. when you actually think about all the worst cases scenario and you just worry about everything, again, that's not being confident. That's not being in your power. You know, that's not being in trust and having faith that whoever sits down in front of you in that call, you know, if it's a good fit, they're going to say yes. And it's just going to be this simple, right? Yeah, it's really about never forgetting how amazing you are, because you truly are. The last thing I want to share, the last sign that you're making it harder than it needs to be, is at the end of the call, whether it's a yes, whether it's a no, no matter what the answer is, no matter what happened on that call, you forget to actually either schedule a follow-up call or send an email or reach out to them. Like, so here's the thing. That first initial call or however you do your sales process is just the initial thing, right? And there's so many missed opportunities with not following up or not checking in or not saying, hi, how have you been since we last chatted? What's up in your world? I feel like we put it on these barriers and we're like, oh no, this person said she was a no, so I'm not gonna reach out. Okay. No matter what their answer is, we're all human, right? And I truly believe that people appreciate it so much when you're just being human and you're just being like, hey, just checking in. Hope you're doing great, you know? It costs nothing. It takes actually seconds. And yeah, it makes all the difference. Because listen to this, okay? You never, ever, ever, ever know, because you're planting seeds, right? And you don't know when those seeds are going to grow. It could be a month. It could be 3 months. It could be 6 months. You never know. You never, ever, ever know. So don't miss those opportunities. Maybe it's a no right now. It's going to be a yes in 3 months. Okay? You never know. So just schedule that follow-up call. Put a reminder on your phone. Put a sticky note somewhere that you got to reach out to that person. You truly want to guide them to that next step. Hey, let's schedule a follow-up call. Let's chat in a month, in 3 months, like whatever it is. Be confident in what you have to offer. Be a human. Schedule another call. Reach out to that person again. And they're going to feel like, wow, they truly care about me. She truly cares about me. It all boils down to deep inner confidence, conviction, belief, faith, being detached from the outcome. No matter what happens, if I get a no right now, I'm going to get 2 yeses tomorrow, right? These are all the keys to a successful, sales process. And I know it's easy to get discouraged. It's easy to want to give up. But this matters to you. I know it does. I believe in you so much. I know you believe in yourself too. There's no reason why you couldn't get a client tomorrow, right? It could happen at any time, any second. It's really all in your beliefs, in your mindset. So to be honest, once you really go through this, you understand all of this on a visceral level, like when you embody it, when you have these key elements installed in your programming. Honestly, signing up clients, it's easy. It's fun. There's no pressure. There's no timeline. There's no it actually becomes fun. I'm not gonna lie. At first, it was intimidating. It was hard. It was long. But now, once you know all of this, you've embodied it, you've applied it, and you can multiply it, duplicate it, right? It becomes so fun. Okay, so if you need help with this, if you need help reviving your sales genius, growing your coaching biz to 5K plus months, I'm offering free, zero pressure, intuitive business audits. Okay, so we're gonna sit down together. I'm gonna look at your business, what you're actually doing, what's actually going on, where you want to go, what are your goals, what is your vision, where do you want to be in 6, 9, 12 months? Like, what are we working on? What are we looking at? And intuitively, I'm going to guide you and tell you, what about this right here? What about that right here? What's happening over here? I'm really good at like looking at a situation and being like, let's tweak this a little here. Let's do that a little here. And it's completely free. And you take it or leave it. But it's really up to you. And it's a really fun call. And yeah, I just love meeting you, helping you, guiding you. That's what I'm all about. So let me know if this is something you're interested in. DM me, #audit. I'll see you very, very soon.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Powerful Female Leaders podcast. If you love this episode, make sure to spread the message, leave a review, and subscribe. I would forever be grateful for you. I also want to hear from you, and I want to know your feedback and your questions for future episodes. So don't be shy, say hi, and send me a message at Powerful Female Leaders Podcast on Instagram. Until then, I'll see you on the next episode.